Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Rob.
Yeah, I'm Sam.
Have you seen my nursery students, Sam? I'm seen to have lost it somewhere.
Is this another one of your get rich quick schemes, Rob? People invent all kinds of ways to make a lot of money quickly and with little effort. Well, if you really want to get rich quick, maybe you should copy technology tycoon Elon Musk. Recently, he invested $1.5 billion in the cryptocurrency Bitcoin.
Bitcoin has made some people very rich very quickly, but as we will be hearing in this program, is not without its critics.
Creating bitcoins, a process known as mining, uses huge amounts of electricity, and green campaigners are now questioning Bitcoin's impact on global energy use.
But before we find out more, it's time for my quiz question. What years was Bitcoin first released? Was it A. 2009, B. 2015, C. 2019?
I'll go for B 2015.
Okay, we will find out the answer later in the program.
In this program, we are going to talk about Bitcoin. The use of the virtual currency is all very well for Bitcoin billionaires like Elon Musk, but what about the ordinary average person? Is Bitcoin a good option for them?
Well, that exactly was BBC World Survey program. This test wants to find out by interviewing people in the street. Here's, here's was one Bitcoin fans Hero Dennis has had to say. I invested in Bitcoin uh, a number of years ago with the initial investment of only around $5. It meant that my risk was my risk was essentially the cost of a cup of coffee and a pastry. And as somebody who tricks wise averse when it comes to investment, it allowed me to dip my toes into Bitcoin. Over time, I was able to invest at virtual points as I really see p- Bitcoin as more of a long-term investment and part of my overall pencil pen pension pad.
Peter describes herself as Rick Arthurs. She wants to avoid risk as much as possible.
But only investing $5, she was able to dip toes into Bitcoin, trying doing something slowly and carefully to test whether she liked it.
Over time, Hilda's Bitcoin investments became part of her personal plan, a financial plan funded by your salary to save money for when you retire.
So everything seems to be working out for her.
But the recent buzz around Bitcoin has also highlighted another, less positive side of the story: Bitcoin's environmental footprint.
Mine because the compose that compose that creates new cons use a lot of electro uh, electric electric electrically reason atomates shows that because has now overtaken the embo- entire and neural naturally use of Argentina.
Michael was at Cambridge University Centre for Alternative Finance, which monitors Bitcoin's electrical consumption. Here he is in conversation with BBC World Service stating Bitcoin consumes just a colossal amount of electricity, and now whether that electricity expenditure is really worth the benefits. I think that really depends on how you value Bitcoin itself. But just looking at the electricity consumption, I think we need to put things a bit into perspective. So on the one hand, if you compare it to a country like Argentina, it's just incredible, all inspiring. On the other hand, if you compare it to, for example, home uh, appliances that are always on standby but not being used, the in the US alone, that consumptions twice as much electricity on a yearly basis as the entire Bitcoin network. Michael thinks that to assess Bitcoin's energy use, we must put things into perspective, find a true objective value of something.
Comparing because the energy used to heal countries like Argentina sounds monstrous, monstrous, but looks at other way, Bitcoin only consumes half the electricity used by all US televisions and other home appliances live on standby, which means powered on and ready to work when needed.
So maybe the best get rich quick scheme is to save money on your electricity bills by turning off your TV work.
Well, it's got to be easier than buying Bitcoins, which remind me.
Of your quiz question, you asked what year Bitcoin was first released, 2009, 2015 or 2019, and I said B, 2015.
Which was the wrong answer. I'm afraid, Sam. It was first released in 2009.
So maybe we will better keep buying lottery tickets. After all, it's a pretty good get rich quick scheme, a way to make a lot of money quickly.
Let's recap the other vocabulary now. Someone who is some, uh, wise averse does not like taking risk.
If you
Was
dip if you dip a toe into something, you test it out slowly and carefully to see how it feels.
pensions pens is a way of saving money for your retirement.
Putting things into perspective means assessing the real importance of something, often by comparing it to something similar.
Let's compare the energy use of Bitcoin with the energy used by electricity, electricity appliance live on standby, ready to be used.
And that's all we have time for.
Bye for now.
Bye.